All right, so we're still waiting, of course, for the president to arrive at the venue where SABC News is anticipating a wide-ranging interview with him. The discussion was meant to take place quite some time ago, but hopefully it'll be forthcoming at any moment now. That discussion will take place with our politics editor, Mzwandile Mbeje, and our anchor, Bongiwe Zwane, who've been standing by for much of the morning. In fact, there's been a whole host of issues that we're hoping will be ventilated once that interview can finally take place at Mhlabandlovu in Pretoria. That's where we find my colleagues, Bongiwe Zwane and Mzwandile Mbeje. And Bongiwe, if there's going to be any kind of test for this interview, the first would have been that of patience.
It definitely is. And good morning to you and to our viewers as well. Definitely the test of patience. I'm sure Mzwandile and I can say that we've passed it, and we've passed it over time, because I think, Mzwai, we're so used to these things.
Oh, well, unfortunately this time around, it was an intervention beyond us. I can just disclose to the viewers that the interview is no longer going to be happening because the president has an eye infection. So when he woke up this morning, he had an eye infection. So he's been here at Mhlabandlovu for about an hour. So they've been trying to manage to see if they'll be able to do something about it. But it's certainly not looking good. You saw, because they also wanted us to see, then I went and saw it myself. So we know exactly what's happening. But the interview will be rescheduled, and we hope it will be rescheduled as soon as it is practicable.
And definitely, Mzwai, because, you know, obviously a lot of people are looking forward to this interview, wanting to understand even the dynamics that are at play right now. He's at the helm of a government of national unity. A lot is going on as well in the country, especially when you think of, you know, some of the conversations around crime, conversations around energy security and all of that. So certainly it is an important conversation that the presidency recognizes that it needs to happen. It just won't happen today.
Absolutely. I mean, when I spoke to him, he basically said he is willing to have these interviews. He does want to put the point across, for example, what is this GNU? How is it benefiting the ordinary South Africans as soon as he then heals? So I think his staff will then make sure that they look for the date as soon as possible, because that's what he has wanted to do. I mean, the fact that he had to drive all the way from Johannesburg to Pretoria because they were hoping, I think his doctors were hoping that they will be able to manage the situation. But unfortunately, instead of it getting better, it's getting worse. So then there's nothing that could be done really, other than allowing him time to heal and recover. And then afterwards, that interview will be done.
And Ayanda, of course, that is the update that we have for you here at the Presidential Guest House. So the interview will have to be moved, as you've just heard from Mzwai there. He did go in there, he did speak to the team and also see the president. It is an eye infection, and certainly we need to give him time to recover. And we will communicate with our viewers as soon as the interview has been rescheduled and we do have a date set. Ayanda?
All right, fair enough. Bongiwe Zwane and our colleague Mzwandile Mbeje, thanks very much indeed. I think it was John Lemon who said it. Life is what happens whilst you're busy making plans. Certainly in no one's control this, and hopefully we'll have that interview rather sooner than later.